For the first time in our nation's history, a 30-year-old man or woman isn't doing as well as his or her parents were at 30. That is the social compact breaking down. People aged 30 to 34, 60% of them in 1990 had one child. Now it's 27%. People are opting out of America. They're not optimistic about it. They're not having kids. Young people aren't having sex.
This is the only part that I would actually disagree with. I definitely think that they're having sex. I just don't think that people are keeping the kids. I know that the abortion rate was extremely high. Also, you have to think about same-sex marriages, a lot of different indicators that would prevent from kids being born. But I do think this is a really good point to say that it's drastically different from how it was back in the day.
They're not meeting. They're not mating. The pool of emotionally and economically viable men shrinks every day, which lessens household formation. So we have a real issue. Young people are enraged. So it turns every cut, every movement into an opportunistic infection because, quite frankly, they are just pissed off. They look up, they see wealth, exceptional wealth across my generation and people in certain industries, and they are really struggling. Their purchasing power is going down, and the incumbents create artificial scarcity on campus. We take pride in rejecting 90% of our applicants, so the incumbents who already have a degree see their degree go up in value. We get very concerned with housing and traffic once we own a housing. Housing permits are sequestered from young people. Housing prices have gone from $290 to $420 in the last 4 years. So a young person, a house, stocks that I don't own skyrocket in value. Let's have COVID relief and flush the markets and take assets way up, because if 1 million people dying would be bad, it would be tragic if I got less wealthy. And we're doing it on their credit card. Young people have every reason to be enraged, and every issue they see, they look up, they get angry, and they see someone doing better than them. And then every day it is speedballed in their face that they are failing, that they are not doing as well as everyone around them.
This was actually another key point. I spoke about this honestly with my sister over the weekend. It's just to making sure that you don't compare and contrast in regards to like where you're supposed to be in life, because everybody has their own life journey. It goes and comes for some, as you have your ups, you have your downs, but comparing and contrasting is actually the thief of, joy of your own journey. And so I think that is a key point. And another reason why I don't care for social media in certain instances is because it makes you think about things like that. You're automatically in like a competition, a silent competition with somebody if your mind isn't strong enough, or you don't know where a person has started, you don't know where a person is going, you don't know how they necessarily achieved whatever. So you shouldn't compare yourself or, quietly compete with that. And that's the downside of it, is because if you base your success off of what somebody else has achieved, that's a downside. But with this generation of how they've been raised to pretty much depend on just like the social acceptance of things. And I think that that's where these reviews are coming from, especially for people under 35, 30, excuse me. You're going to see it even more, is that they feel the competition worldwide is because you're able to see everybody's successes that they want to post online.
We have lost the script. Our kids are more anxious and more depressed and more obese and more addicted. And we have made a purposeful decision to let this happen by ensuring the people around this table stay wealthy at the cost of young people.